All right, it's time to talk entertainment. Let's begin in East Africa, where Kenyan male music group Sauti Sol has disapproved the country's Music Copyright Society online. Now, the multi-award-winning stars took to Twitter to say this. They says, "We are going to withdraw our membership from the society as it does not serve our best interests entirely." Now, last week, Kenya's Music Copyright Society began distributing royalties owed to Kenyan musicians. And the group lead member, of course, Bien himself, shared a screen grab of what they got as royalties, and it was 14,000 Kenyan shillings. Now, the singer mocked them hilariously and appeared to encourage other Kenyan music stars to do the same. Now, rapper Calligraph Jones, popular singer Yanshiki are among those who are yet to receive their royalties. Of course, that will come later. Other musicians have also followed, sharing what many have called peanuts. Now, the collective management organization has been insulted severally. In fact, Genge singer Nonini withdrew from its membership in 2022 over the same issues. Now, they are supposed to distribute nothing less than 70% of all royalties collected to the members and provide credible statement of the account to that effect. Now, although it's not yet clear if the 14,000 Kenyan shillings was for Sauti Sol as a group or Bien as a solo artist, but this is not the first time Kenyan artists have complained about receiving peanuts in the name of royalties from the MSSK and other bodies tasked to collect money on behalf of the artist. Now, many fans have also joined in laughing at Bien's credit a lot, saying it couldn't afford anything in the Kenyan society. Well, I hope that the organization is listening and things are put in place. But still in Kenya, singer Miss P has offered an apology to her former label boss, Willy Paul, over her earlier rape accusation. Now, the Kenyan star, who granted an interview accusing Willy Paul of rape publicly, said she had to apologize in public too. Now, she says, "I felt bitter, I felt angry, I felt so many things. My emotions were all over the place and I was overwhelmed. At that time, I was not mentally okay psychologically. There was a lot going on in my life, facing so much at the time. The interview was an impulse." That's what she says, adding that it was not the best choice she ever did. Now, according to her, they were both to blame for all the fallout, adding that although she had no intentions to still work with Willy Paul anytime, it's been 2 years and she doesn't want to keep the grudge. Now, recall that in the video posted on YouTube, Miss P accused Willy Paul of sexually assaulting her while she was signed under his label of Saldido Records. Now, the baby shower songstress in the said video had alleged that Willy Paul was too controlling during her time under his employ, further terming him a narcissist. Now, at this time, the viral video interview is off the internet as she got an order to have the accusation video pulled down. The war between the former label boss and the signee was brutal, in fact, the last year, with Willy Paul even trademarking Miss P's name as a retaliation for exiting his label. Now she's signed to Jabali Entertainment. Well, we do hope that they sort it out because every now and then, beef between musicians, I don't know, it's never good for the music, in my opinion. Or maybe sometimes it is. But let's move to this one. Following Universal Music's letter to streaming platforms to pull down AI access to clone the music stars, it seems their request has been approved. Now, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, and Tidal, and other streaming platforms have reportedly removed an AI-generated song that features unauthorized Drake and The Weeknd vocals. Now, the fake record titled Heart on My Sleeve has been going viral on social media over the past few days with lyrics that have both Canadian singers singing about Selena Gomez. Now, although there have been several AI songs cloning voices of popular artists over the past week, this is by far the most successful one, gaining over millions of streams across various streaming platforms in such a short time. Now, Drake and The Weeknd, through their label, Republic Records, a subsidiary of UMG, has shared a statement in which they called for platforms to take strong action. Now, the label added that the training of this AI using their artist music represents both a breach of their agreement and a violation of copyright laws. The award-winning Canadian musicians aren't the first, of course, to demand streamers to pull down fake music. Music mogul Jay-Z himself, through Rock Nation, pulled down a similar fake, music of the rapper trending on YouTube. Now, I know we've talked about this before, but I think maybe nothing has been done, but we see that, of course, some platforms decide to pull down some of these songs. So I guess maybe something is being done, and hopefully AI doesn't keep doing this without the right copyright laws put in place. Finally, speaking on streaming platforms, a Kentucky man is suing Netflix over the use of his image in a true crime documentary. Now, his lawsuit claims a picture of Taylor Hazelwood was used in a murder story he had no connection with by streaming giants. Now, Hazelwood is seeking more than $1 million in damages, saying the documentary, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker, portrays him as a sinister and it's a defamatory light. Now, despite him not being connected, his personal Instagram photo was included in the documentary twice. In fact, people have now, of course, accused Netflix of trying to use it to get money and all that stuff. But I think it's going to be ridiculous for anyone to wake up and see that they're involved in some crime documentary that they have no idea about. I can imagine that I would either feel no, I've not blown, because I mean, it's like you said, it's defamatory. All right, but I have to bring Olive into this because I know, of course, Olive, you do have a background in law. How would that even feel? Like me being some dandy, waking up seeing that Netflix has used my pictures for a documentary, a crime documentary that I know nothing about. How does that even work?
That would be hilarious.
That would be funny.
Very hilarious.
Makes me laugh because there's a picture on Twitter that they had used to do like a documentary, not like a documentary, like an article on poverty in Africa or something like that. And here's a particular guy's picture, and so the guy replied the particular handle, and asked them why is my face the face of poverty in Africa or something like that. So that was funny to see, and I'm sure it will be the same thing here. To randomly find your face being used, to mirror something that you have no connection with, have no business with.
What we can do is maybe bring in a practicing intellectual property lawyer on Friday to come and discuss this in depth. That'd be a good idea. But for now, we have to wrap up because we've run out of time. Thank you so much, Sam Dandy, for joining us.
All right, thank you so much for having me.